have a little chat about how we came upon the Harvington Hellebores. You know, how did we become the Harvington Hellebores? Where did the original plants come from? You know, Mum and Dad, Hugh and Liz. Where you started the ball rolling, I'm carrying it forward in 2025. You retired 10 years ago this spring, 2015 you retired, didn't you? That was 10 years ago. The previous decades before that, you started the process of selecting plants. And I think it'd be quite nice to just have a bit of a chat around, you know, how it all started.
Well, shall we just talk briefly about the Harvington situation, using that name?
Yes.
So Liz and I moved to Harvington in 1985, having lived in Kent. And in the Harvington situation, we had an acre or two of land, which we thought we would devote to a nursery.
Well, when we were involved in the garden centre in Kent, I had a bit to do with houseplants and that kind of thing. And I noticed how poinsettias had become all of a sudden onto the market and how people loved them. People had seen Christmas cards with poinsettias on. So there was sort of, if you like, free publicity. People were already aware of them. And also on Christmas cards, there were always some Hellebores niger, Christmas roses. And so, but Hugh could only get hold of bare root stock from Holland, and it wasn't very beautiful when it had been sort of pulled about and so on, and it wasn't very nice at all.
So what, you could get hellebore material from Holland at that point?
At that point, hellebores were not available generally in the trade.
Yeah.
We're talking about this period.
So this is in the 80s?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the
early 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if we wanted to grow, if we wanted to sell hellebores on the from the garden centre we were operating, we had usually to buy in these bare-rooted stock that Elizabeth refers to, pot them up, and put our hands together and pray that they would flower.
So you did sell them at Private Barn Garden Centre?
Yes.
Yeah.
On a very limited scale.
Yeah. So you had been growing them at that point. I had no idea about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was a hellebore circulating at that time. It was called Helleborus atrorubens, which the Dutch had majored on for quite a while.
Yeah.
And that was quite a pretty thing.
Pretty plant, yeah.
And so with Helleborus niger and Helleborus atrorubens, and probably some Helleborus corsicus at that stage as well.
Yeah.
That was about the sum total of the hellebores we sold.
Move on a bit, and we went to live near Evesham in the village of Harvington, as we've said, and Hugh was growing the gentians. Yes. And I kept wittering on about it'd be really nice to be able to grow some good Christmas roses. Hugh said, well, if we're going to grow any hellebores, you've got to get some decent stock to begin with.
Yes.
So he gave me a pile of back copies of the garden and said, have a look through there. And I found people like Helen Ballard.
Yeah.
Alongside all this, I'd been conned into being the tufty lady at playgroup in the village.
I remember this.
And so, and they had a fundraising event in the village hall one Saturday morning, so I tottered along to that. And I was talking to a girl who was living next door but one, and she said, "Are you starting a nursery at the back?" Because we'd obviously been putting up doing some plant beds. So I said, yes, we were hoping to develop a small wholesale nursery. And carried on chatting, and it turned out that she was Helen Ballard's daughter.
Yeah.
So that gave us a wonderful contact, and I made arrangements for us to go over to see Helen Ballard's nursery at Mathen, near Malvern, on a Saturday morning. I remember it was a lovely morning, and Pippa came with me, and the garden was an absolute joy to see these wonderful hellebores growing, and that led to us buying some plants and starting to get to know them, basically.
But that was nearing the end of her time at
That's
that house,
correct.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And when she retired fully, a lot of her plants went to Germany, But the RHS was gifted, well, told that they could take what was in the garden. And we had been supplying the RHS at Wisley with gentians.
Yes.
And they knew that we were, because they've been having some Hellebores Niger offers.
Yes.
They knew that we were interested in Hellebores.
Yeah.
And they said, would Hugh be willing to go and collect those plants from the garden?
I didn't realise that was connected in, actually, to the RHS at that point. Yeah. I remember the car, the old Passat estate.
That's it.
Coming back.
Absolutely crammed full.
Absolutely crammed full of dug up Hellebores with, in fact, there's a classic family picture of that, isn't there?
There is somewhere, yeah, we must fish it out.
With Hellebores, bare root, wasn't there?
Yeah.
With clay, just claggy clay all around the roots, which says so much, doesn't it, for where Hellebores will grow as well.
That's right, yeah.